Holidays are synonymous with timeless classics like eggnog and Black Friday. As a kid, I couldn't wait until Christmas Eve to make a fresh batch of the ultimate sugar cookies and pour a fresh glass of milk for Santa. However, we want to create a few new traditions here in the mLab canteen to celebrate the holidays. I figure Santa must be a Star Wars fan, given the fact that he always seemed to bring me Star Wars themed gifts, even to this day. Therefore, we're going to transform a Star Wars character into a cookie. Now, while we would traditionally select an R2-D2 or a C-3PO, we're going to transform BB-8 into a cookie. In order to bring our BB-8 cookie to reality, we're going to reference our LEGO Movie 2 cookie cutter project. Just like we did with General Mayhem's wings in that project, we're going to need to cookify BB-8 by creating a sketch of BB-8 first. While I'm using Autodesk Fusion 360 for our sketch, if you prefer an alternative, like always, you can complete the next step in Adobe Illustrator, Rhino, Inkscape, or any other design software. First, let's import an image of BB-8. Then, using Fusion 360's sketch tool, we're going to create a 2D trace of BB-8 using a few simple sketching tools, including the line tool, the arc tool, and the circle tool. Once we've traced the straight parts of BB-8, let's nail down these pesky arcs and the various circles that cover his body in order to finish our sketch. Now let's extrude our BB-8 sketch into a CAD model that we can now send to a 3D printer, a Dremel 3D20, to bring to life. For those uninitiated mLab viewers, 3D slicing software such as Ultimaker's Cura or Dremel's Digilab is software that will illustrate our CAD or 3D model into thousands of slices, the 3D slicing and 3D slicing software. Afterwards, the software creates instructions known as G-code for our 3D printer to know exactly what to print for each slice to form our complete 3D print. Once we have our G-code, I'm going to download it onto my SD card, insert and build into my 3D printer. Now we have our 3D printed cookie cutter, we need to prepare our sugar cookie dough for our Rebel cookies, but we're going to need a little bit of help. In order to create our BB-8 sugar cookies, we can use store-bought sugar cookie dough or even our homemade sugar cookie dough. If you would like to make our cookie dough recipe, you can find it in our mLab Instructables guide. First, you're going to need to use your rolling pin in order to roll out your sugar cookie dough to about a 1/4 inch in thickness. Next, make sure you add butter or cooking spray to an actual cookie tray before setting up your 3D printed cookie cutter with the same bit of butter and cooking spray. Once you have both settled, make sure you roll out your cookie dough, press firmly into the dough to cut an outline of BB-8, then gently lift the cookie cutter and place your BB-8 cookie onto your baking tray. Once your baking tray has your desired number of cookies, feel free to place it in your oven at 350 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes. Yay, our BB-8 cookies are done. Safety first. Do 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 do. Okay. Ooh, ow, ow. Okay, okay. Ooh, okay. There we go. And there you have it. We have our BB-8 cookies fresh out of the oven. Now we can decorate our BB-8 cookies using cake frosting, chocolate, or various colors of candy melt in piping bottles like you see here, or a regular Ziploc bag with the end snipped. Me personally, I advise you to decorate your BB-8 cookie however you choose. I personally like to start off with outlining our cookie with black icing, then filling in using white and adding a few nice details using orange until I get a BB-8 cookie that represents the one from popular Star Wars films. However, today I'm feeling like a simple Jane. And I also want this to be an opportunity for you to transform your BB-8 cookie the way you see fit. Now to take a little taste, because why do you need to decorate when you can jump right in? Whew. Delicious and a little too warm to eat right now.